Hey guys, so we just got done watching The Batman and we're going to talk about it. So let's go. This is going to be a non spoiler review, so don't got to worry about spoilers. This is just our thoughts, our opinions on just how the film is in general. So, Robert Pattinson,
Did a really good job.
yeah, he knocked it out the park with this one, I think. And it's definitely going to be known for Batman. He's not going to be known as a vampire man. I mean, he'll still be known as that, but he'll be known for something else, something more iconic, I think. I mean, it's kind of, I say, ironic that he started off as a vampire, now he's a bat.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
he's Batman. We are a little tired from the movie because it's like currently almost 10 p.m. Almost 3 hours long. This movie is like 3 hours long. I will say, if you go into this movie thinking that it's going to be like a very action-packed movie, you're going to be wrong. This is a character study of Batman, of Bruce Wayne, and his detective work and his detective side and how he uses his, detective skills. I just said detective like a lot. Anyways, but yeah, it's really heavily based on that theme. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a few big action sequences, but I think they're done when it's mostly needed because the movie doesn't rely on the action at all. Not so.
They try not to. They try to focus on more of the story and characters.
Right, it's more of the story and the characters and the, like I said, character study of the people in Gotham. And Gotham, oh my god, they did a really good job of like showing Gotham and like the people and like who's in Gotham and like all the thugs that Batman has to like deal with. Like I thought that was really good, like how they that was one of the things I was worried about, not worried about, but looking forward to, I should say, is Gotham, because we have so many different iterations of Gotham. I think Matt Reeves did a really good job showing his version of Gotham City. Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz,
Yeah.
she embodied that character so freaking well, and I love like her relationship with Batman. And I also liked how like they just kind of hit it off right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, what'd you think?
I thought it was like the chemistry between them kind of like grew on me, kind of like similar to Andrew Garfield and like Em Stone.
Right.
And so not just like Felicia, but her Catwoman itself, I thought was unique from.
Me, Selena.
Yeah. Or Selena.
Selena Kyle. Yeah, her and Batman were really good together. I mean, even in real life, they seem like they could be something. I mean, that's how you know, right? That's how you know. Like when you start saying like, oh, they could be a good couple in real life. That's how you know they picked two good actors and they have great chemistry. It's like that's how you know. I mean, same thing you said like, with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. It was meant to be. But yeah, Catwoman was really good. I love how she was very. I mean, she wasn't really reliant on Batman. She was able to take care of herself, and it wasn't forced at all. Her character wasn't pushed for like female empowerment. You know.
No, I
I didn't get that vibe at all. Like she was just Catwoman. She was just there. She was doing her own thing. She was handling business. She was, her and Batman were working together. They did a really good job on bringing that character to life, or showing like a different iteration of Catwoman, because there's a lot of elements to her. She's struggling with the gang, like mob bosses and stuff, and did a really good job. I knew Zoe Kravitz was gonna do a good job. She was one of the characters I was actually looking forward to seeing in this movie.
Yeah, same here, definitely.
And she got some really badass fight sequences. Like she knows how to fight.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was throwing hands.
There are some pretty brutal fight scenes.
Fight scenes that make you go like, damn, like they really did that. Oh my god, Riddler. He was so freaking, he was cool, but like he was crazy. The things he would do just made you go like, damn, they really did this? Riddler really did that? Because like the different past Riddlers, like Jim Carrey.
The one from the Gotham show. Because at the end they show him in the costume and all that. And the
Oh,
very
yeah.
finale.
Yeah. I remember that in the Gotham show.
But not even just like live action, but just in video game iterations like Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Origins.
Yeah. Even in the video games. Nah, you could tell they were trying to do something different with this version.
The whole masked thing.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like his suit, and I love what he really used his techniques, his talent against Batman, and that's the riddles. That's where the detective side comes in, and I think they chose Riddler because Batman would really be able to actually think like, okay, how can we decipher this riddle, And I think that's why they chose Riddler, and I think that's a great choice for a first villain because, like I said, this movie is not reliant on Batman's strength; it's his brain. That's his true power, his intellectual. Yeah, that's his true power right there. And this Batman is only in year 2, so he's still learning how to be Batman.
He's still understanding the meaning of what it means to be the Batman, what the symbol stands for other people.
Exactly.
And Matt Reeves really captured that very well, especially in this film. He's trying to like show him what it means to truly be Batman.
Right. I'm really glad that they wanted to do a earlier version of Batman so that if this does continue to turn into like a bigger franchise, we can really see him grow into what Batman means. It was a good film. It was a good movie. It was good everything. I mean, it was cinema.
The music was.
The sound, the score. Oh my god, so
Soundtrack was just
so.
like.
Give me goosebumps. Give me goosebumps, man.
Not only that, but like that car chase scene.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
Like-
They showed in the trailer. Okay, it's not a spoiler. They showed in the trailer. You guys are in for a treat. That car chase sequence is. There's so much more. Yeah, but Robert Pattinson.
And his suit is like really cool though.
I love his suit. Oh my god. I remember like in the beginning when he was first casted and when we first saw his suit, like people were clowning on his cowl, like his mask and everything, and saying, "Oh, it shows too much of his face."
I mean, but then again, like this is only like year 2, so it's like.
Right, we'll see his suit evolve probably.
I mean, hopefully. I mean, I hope he gets like a trilogy.
I really hope so too, because you can really open up this universe more and more, like more villains, more characters to introduce, and see how he tackles. How he tackles it.
I mean, even if it's just like just his solo universe without like any other superheroes or crossovers,
Right.
it's like.
I really hope they stick to that. Like, don't connect it to anything,
like,
especially
I don't
with
want
the
it to be
Flash movie.
Yeah, I don't want it to be
with the Flash
forced.
movie, I don't want this Batman to be put in the DCU. I don't want that. This needs to be like, just leave it alone. Like same thing with the Joker movie. Just leave these standalone films alone. Like, don't touch them. Just don't connect them to anything else. Just let them be their own thing. You can make them bigger, but only bigger in their own universe. Don't try and connect it to anything else because that's just gonna complicate things. At least that's what I think. That's my personal opinion.
I'm pretty sure like he's gonna want to do a part 2.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They have to, especially how good it's doing and all that, and just like not only that, but like how fans are praising it. I'm sure Robert will want to go back in the suit.
Oh yeah, he was really passionate about actually like playing this role and talking about the movie. He knew they did a really good job, and that's how you know. Like when an actor is very passionate about their work, you know it's gonna be good.
Oh yes.
I would say go watch it, but just know that it's really
It's different from the Ben Affleck and Dark Knight.
yes, it's really different from Ben Affleck's Batman and Christopher Nolan's trilogy. Would I say it's the best Batman movie? What do you think? How would you rate Batman? How would you rate it? Was it a hit or miss? Hit or miss, and what would you rate it out of 10?
I would say it was a good hit, a solid hit.
Solid hit.
I would rate it like a good 9.
Good 9?
Good 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
There
Solid
is-
9 or 9.5?
I say 9.5. The reason that for those is because I wish like we could have seen a bit more action. Well, which I understand it's not all about that, and it's more of a different aspect of Batman than we typically see in all the action films. But you also kind of see some of those aspects from different iterations of Batman, like Keaton, Ben Affleck,
Right.
Christian Bale,
George Clooney.
George Clooney, all those kind of like it's like the mix of all of them into Robert
Oh,
Pattinson.
I see.
Especially,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really say it, but yeah, it's just you have to watch the movie for yourself. It's just it really brings out this certain feeling and vibe that like when you see him, it's like okay, well,
Like this guy's real. This guy
Yeah.
is like he means business. Dude, there was a lot of I don't know if it's really okay when you see Robert Pattinson as Batman. Like when he's on screen, you feel like you're in the room with him.
just I mean, it's the cinematography is like
Oh
on
my,
point.
the cinematography is so good. Oh my god.
Like there were some shots that like were kind of off, like were kind of like off-putting, but like it made sense for the scene and like environment,
Right.
especially for like a film that's dark and gritty
Exactly.
for a Batman film.
There was a lot of like depth of field shots. Like the aperture was like like blurry. Some things would be in focus. In the editing itself, it took its time to carry the story. It wasn't like fast cut, jumpy. It really took its time. And I think I might have saw someone like leave the theater. I don't know. I think there was like a family that left
I want to say so, yeah.
because I didn't see them come back.
I-
And it was during a dialogue scene.
I mean, I don't know what they were expecting. I mean, I don't know if they left because of the movie or
Maybe because it was
something
getting late. Because we were watching it pretty late, and I mean it was getting late, and I don't know if they had left because of the.
because of the movie, or
I
it
think
might have been
maybe-
something completely different.
It could have been something completely different, but if it was because of the movie, it's like during. And another thing, this is not a movie for like anyone under 13. I mean, you can take some, but don't take a 5-year-old to go watch this. They're not gonna sit during this movie. I tell you that much right now. Like,
It's
they're not gonna
just
sit.
It's not like Batman v Superman type of thing. It's not like that. I mean, it kind of is, but it's more solid.
It's more grounded
grounded. It's more
and
grounded.
realistic.
Realistic. Yeah.
Really more realistic than Ben Affleck's Batman. They really grounded this Batman like the hell out of him. He's boots on ground.
Literally.
Because with Ben Affleck, it's connected to a more bigger universe with Superman. So it's like, how can you show Batman
Well, I mean,
going
like,
against
even then,
God?
like we were supposed to get like a solo movie of him, but
Oh, we
I
were. That's right. Yeah.
never got that because
just complications and stuff.
I mean,
I'll give Batman, I'll give it a solid 9, just because of how different it is from the other Batman movies, and I really enjoyed that they took their time with telling the story and really making you feel like you're a part of this world, a part of Gotham City, and really getting an understanding of Batman. Because I think with this Batman, the like his dealing with his grief in the movie and him fighting like the thugs is him trying to relive that night and trying to like keep his parents' legacy still alive. You know, so that's why I mean, that's part of the reasons like why he does what he does, but there's more we can't say. But yeah,
it's like
the combat felt really real.
felt like you were there, like watching
Exactly.
it, like you were a spectator actually watching it.
Like
for yourself.
it felt like you were a citizen in Gotham, seeing Batman fight all these guys. Like that's how much it made you, you know, involved. Immersed, exactly. Like we were really immersed in this movie, and I will say it was long, but it was worth it, and you do get something out of it. You could tell, like as soon as you see the whole movie, it's like you're like, wow, this is what they were trying to do, and it makes you more excited. So, yeah. Yeah, I give Batman 9 out of 10. It's definitely a hit for me. So we'll see how well it does at the box office.
I mean, it already made 21 million, and it hasn't even been a whole week yet. So
yeah. Oh yeah, because it came out like a few days like before. There was like a world premiere, right? Yeah. So we'll see by Monday. So it's one for true Batman fans for sure.
Oh yeah, especially if you're just you're a comic book fan.
Comic book fan, yeah.
Like this really kind of like shows like the backstory of Batman. Then you take like his origin story pretty much.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I loved it. Would I say he's my new favorite Batman?
Oh yeah. Because my Batman is Christian Bale, but I don't know.
I mean, after the Justice League and Ben Affleck, I started to like grow a bit more on him, but it's like after Robert Pattinson.
I think Robert Pattinson is like he's starting. I like him a lot though. Would I say I love him? Maybe I don't know.
No,
I love
his Batman. His Bruce Wayne.
His Bruce Wayne is he's very broody. He's very dark.
Like compared to
he's not that philanthropist, you know, billionaire with all the money. I got the cars and stuff. Like this Batman, he does not care about money. It's like he forgets that he's rich, you know, because he's out.
He doesn't care.
He's more focused on, you know, the city and Gotham and being Batman than Bruce Wayne. Because even the people, I can't really say, but I would say his Bruce Wayne is very like he likes to keep to himself.
I wouldn't say selfish, but
he's self-involved with himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? He, like I said, he's focusing. His mind. It's like he's got better things to do, you know, than talk with other rich people, and that's due to his past. You know, at least for this Batman. Good movie, good film, cinema, pure cinema.
Yeah, those three are like really like kind of hit me. But I mean, like,
would you watch it again? Would you watch it again?
I mean, I would, but
yeah, I would too.
Not for
not for a while. Yeah, there's someone on Instagram I know that watched it like three times in a row in the same day. I'm like, bro, what? Oh my god, I can't. I don't know how. I mean, great film, but like 3 times in a row, man. I mean, that's dedication.
I'm not saying I don't have an urge to go watch it. Like I want to watch it again. It's just like
I think I can wait.
It's just the run time.
Yeah, it's the run. You really got to make time for it.
A long run time is like you.
Right.
You're kind of like
and
risking like the viewership.
Yeah. No, because if you're gonna make it long, you gotta put. How am I gonna say this? With Spider-Man, for example, it was long, but like the action and the expectations is what kept the audience glued to their seats. But with this one, it's long, but there's a lot of, like I said, detective work in it, where it's like you really gotta just sit and just listen and actually, be in the journey. Like you said, they're risking it for being that long, but there's a reason, and that's because of all like the character study into it,
And then you also
the mythology,
the other aspect. It's like these are two like completely different genres.
Like this is like, and this is DC. This is not Marvel. This is not a This is not a family film. Would you say it's a family film? And that's not a family film, right? It can't be. It's not a family film. I don't think it's a family film. I think this is a film for true Batman fans, for true comic book fans, you know, people who love film, and people who love character study. It's not like, hey Timmy, you want to go watch Batman? Because Timmy is not sitting down for 3 hours long listening to Batman talk about how Riddler is planning his next. I can't say that word because of YouTube, but yeah, I'll block it out. I'll block it out in editing.
There's a lot like you can like take from this.
And the world in general that they built. There's a lot. There's a lot to take. There's a lot. A lot of
Star
themes.
writing and the way like they shot it.
I love. I had a lot of favorite shots in there. There was a lot of really cool.
There were quite a few of mine as well.
Anyways, that's our review for the Batman. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys, hope you guys go watch it. It's really good. So, but yeah, that's our review for the Batman. I will catch you guys all later in the next video. Peace out.